Hey, church family, thank you for joining us for today's Daily Connection video. We are going to pick right up where Brother Brent left off. And last week, yesterday, Brother Brent walks us through verses 4 and 5, and we see the unjust judge's response. This guy who doesn't fear the Lord, he says, even though I don't fear the Lord and I don't respect people, he says, I'm going to do what this lady is asking me to do because she is just being persistent. She is wearing me down. And that's what she was doing. She continued to come to this ungodly judge and begging for justice, asking for justice, asking for justice. And he finally got tired of hearing it. And even this ungodly judge ended up giving this woman justice because she wore him down. And so Jesus takes that and he jumps here into verse 6 and 7, and he says, Then the Lord said, Listen to what the unjust judge says. Will not God grant justice to his elect who cry out to him day and night? Will he delay helping them? Now, Jesus is trying to make the point that if the unjust judge is willing to give justice because he's been worn down, won't a just judge, won't a judge who loves his people, who cares for his people, will he not listen to the cries for justice and respond to them? This ungodly man does it. And he only does it because he's being worn down, but he even gives justice. So a good God, like our God, he will most assuredly give justice. He most assuredly is listening to our prayers. There are definitely times when we feel like God's not listening. We can look all over the Psalms and we see, especially David, over and over again, hear me, O God. God, are you even listening to me? Give me your ear, O God, over and over and over and over again. We see David cry out to God and saying, are you listening? Are you going to do anything? And I think you and I have probably felt the same way before, feeling like our prayers are falling on deaf ears, like the Lord is ignoring us or has abandoned us in some way. Well, I'm here to tell you, he is not. He is a good God, and he hears our prayers. And his answer of our prayers may not be the answer that we're necessarily looking for, but he is listening because he's good. We don't have to wear God down like this persistent widow. No, we can go to our loving Father and bring him our request. And no matter even how we say those requests, he is listening to us, and he loves us, and he will do his will in our lives. Our author gives us a couple of questions to look for. First one, when have you felt like God was ignoring your prayers? Have you ever felt like God was ignoring your prayers? And the second question, why can we count on God to work on our behalf? And I would just point out, we can count on God to work on our behalf because he promises that he will. He promises that he will work on our behalf for his will and for our good. And our God is a God who keeps his promises. And that's why we can be confident in that. Church family, I hope that you find confidence in that you know the Lord is listening. He hears your prayers. He hears our cries, and he's going to respond. And church family, as you do that, we want you to know we love you, and we're praying for you.